We're boarding a massive offshore oil rig, and will live its day and night shifts. This isn't just a tour, it's a full immersion. For the next 8 minutes, you're coming with me to experience life and work miles out at sea. This is our day-night shift immersion creative strategy, designed to show you every single angle of this insane lifestyle, all formatted for your YouTube screen. Forget everything you think you know. We're going behind the scenes. We're going to eat with the crew, work alongside them, and even try to sleep while this metal giant roars 24/7. This place is a floating city with its own rules, its own culture. All right, we are officially in the helicopter. Look out this window. You can see it. That massive structure in the middle of the ocean is our home for this challenge. The pilots just told us we're about to land on the helideck. It's basically a tiny landing pad on top of this giant metal beast. The winds out here are insane. They do constant weather checks. It feels like we're landing on a postage stamp in the middle of a hurricane. The sheer scale is impossible to capture, like a skyscraper fell over into the sea. Touchdown! My feet are on the rig. First thing that hits you isn't the view, it's the noise and the vibration. We were immediately met by the Offshore Installation Manager, the OIM. He didn't waste any time. Before we could take in the 360-degree ocean view, we were whisked to the safety briefing. This isn't a game. Everyone must know exact emergency procedures. They handed us huge heavy-duty survival suits. This is it. Welcome to our new home. These are the living quarters, and I'm not gonna lie, it's tight. We're in a 4-person bunk room, which is pretty standard out here. You have 2 bunk beds, a couple of small lockers for your personal gear, and that's about it. There's zero room for anything extra. You have to be incredibly organized to live in a space this small with 3 other people. The guy on the top bunk is on the opposite shift, so they call this hot bunking. When he gets up to start his 12-hour shift, someone else who just finished their shift comes in to sleep in the same bed. Privacy is basically a myth on an oil rig. You are constantly surrounded by your crewmates. The walls are thin and you can hear everything. But what's really interesting is the rotation schedule. Most of the crew works a 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or even a 4 on, 4 off rotation. That means they live in this tiny room away from their families for a month straight. Imagine sharing this small space with the same people for 30 days in a row, working 12-hour shifts every single day. It takes a special kind of person to handle that. If the control room is the brain of the rig, then the galley is definitely its heart. This is the mess hall, and the most shocking thing is that it is open 24/7. It has to be, because with day and night shifts, there are always people who are either just starting their day in the middle of it or ending it. No matter what time you come in here, there is a full spread of hot food waiting for you. The logistics of this are insane. They have to fly in all the food by helicopter or bring it in on supply boats. We're talking about feeding hundreds of hungry workers 3 or 4 meals a day. The sheer amount of food is mind-boggling, and it's all you can eat. Chapter 4. We are now entering the brain of the entire operation, the control room. The control room. Look at this, panning across the room. The vibe in here is completely different from anywhere else on the rig. It's quiet, it's climate controlled. It feels like something out of a NASA mission control center. This is where a small team of highly trained operators monitors every single aspect of the rig, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From the pressure in the wells deep below the seabed, ice tights to the seabed, the power generation for the entire platform. The amount of data they're processing at any given moment is staggering. Drill bit speed, weight on the bit, mud pressure. This other screen monitors life support for the whole rig, fire and gas detection, ventilation, power distribution. The operators sit in these high-tech chairs, eyes constantly scanning for any anomaly. It's all about following procedure and maintaining constant communication. Every significant action is recorded in a shift log. When one shift ends and another begins, there's a detailed handover. They'll discuss any maintenance that was performed, any alarms that went off, and any upcoming operations. A single mistake here could have catastrophic consequences. We watched as an alarm went off, a minor pressure fluctuation. The operator immediately pulled up the schematics. He was on the radio, resolved in under a minute. This is the ultimate round-the-clock job. There is no quiet time in the control room. These operators have to maintain the same level of peak concentration at 3 a.m. as they do at 3 p.m. They work in a small, isolated team, and the trust they have in each other is absolute. They are the unseen force that keeps this floating city safe and productive. Chapter 5. If the control room was the brain, this is the heart and muscle of the entire rig. Welcome to the drilling floor. The noise is the first thing that hits you. It's a deafening, relentless roar of machinery. We have to wear double hearing protection. Even then, you can feel the vibrations in your bones. The powerful top drive is spinning the drill pipe, sending it thousands of feet below the seabed. This is where oil and gas are literally being pulled from the earth. The roughnecks work here in a symphony of coordinated, dangerous movements, operating massive hydraulic wrenches, iron roughnecks. We've just stepped off the chaotic drilling floor and into this massive maintenance workshop. This is the rig's garage and hospital all rolled into one. If any piece of equipment on this entire platform breaks, this is where it comes to get fixed. The amount of spare parts they have on hand is unbelievable. Motors, valves, gaskets, bearings, every conceivable component. They can't just run to a hardware store. The nearest store is hundreds of miles away and a helicopter ride. So, they have a massive, computerized inventory of spares. If a critical motor on the drilling floor fails, they need to have a replacement ready to go immediately to minimize downtime, because downtime costs millions of dollars a day. It's not all about fixing things that are broken. A huge part of their job is preventive maintenance, inspecting, testing, and servicing equipment to prevent failures. We saw a team completely disassembling a massive pump, cleaning every part, replacing seals and putting it back together. They have lathes, milling machines, welding stations, everything to fabricate parts from scratch. A machinist was crafting a custom bushing because a replacement was delayed by a storm. In an environment this dangerous, safety isn't just a priority, it's a culture. And this is where that culture is put to the test. We're now outside the rig's dedicated medical bay. Every single week they run full-scale drills, man overboard, fire, platform evacuation. It's practiced so often the response becomes muscle memory. This is essentially a small, self-contained hospital, staffed 24/7. Basic first aid, defibrillators, ventilators, diagnostic tools. They can handle a wide range of emergencies right here. The sun has set, and the rig has transformed. It's now a city of lights in the middle of a black ocean. This is the beginning of the night shift. While half the rig is trying to sleep, the other half is just getting their day started. The routine is the same, but the feeling is completely different. The darkness adds a whole new layer of challenge to every task. The rig is bathed in massive floodlights. They create strange shadows and reduce visibility. The crew has to be even more vigilant. The roar of the machinery seems even louder at night. Fatigue is the night shift's biggest enemy. The human body isn't designed to be doing heavy, dangerous labor at 2 a.m. The rig has strict fatigue management policies to ensure rest, but 12-hour shifts under artificial lights are grueling. One big night-specific challenge is dealing with the elements, a sudden rain squall, strong winds. We saw the crew battling spray over the deck, headlamps cutting through the darkness as they used hand signals. When you look out, there's pure, absolute blackness in every direction. Now we're heading back to the control room for the most critical moment, the morning handover. We watched as the night operator gave a detailed rundown. He pointed to screens, he referenced the logbook. The transfer of information is flawless and precise. Once the handover is complete, the night crew heads to the galley for their dinner, breakfast for everyone else. Then they head to their bunks to try and sleep while the day shift starts work. So, after living the day and night shifts on a mega oil rig, what's the final verdict? It's one of the most extreme and impressive environments I have ever experienced. Incredible technological sophistication, grueling physical labor, moments of intense, life-threatening danger, followed by casual laughter in the mess hall. It's so much more than just a job, a lifestyle defined by a relentless 24/7 cycle. Thank you for coming on this journey with us. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what other extreme jobs you want us to explore.